So in today's episode of Becoming Market Ready, we're going to touch the topic of rejection and building the emotional resilience towards rejection. So before I start explaining, hit like, share, or follow the channel if you like this content. So when I talk about rejection, I'm not saying, oh, go out there and just get rejected again and again and again so that you become emotionless to it. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm saying that you need to understand that in most cases, I'd say about 90% of the cases in which you're getting rejected, whether it's a business opportunity or a job application, etc., the reason why that has happened is usually going to be around you not speaking to the right person. And the second thing is something that I learned after 9 years of working in software sales. So about in June this year, it will be 10 years that I've been doing software. And one of the perks that I've had as a salesman is I've actually been able to date 80 companies a year. So I'd say I have 80 business opportunities per year where I get to meet software teams, people that are trying to deliver projects. And out of those 80 opportunities, only about 8, maybe 7 of them deliver actual tangible contracts and partnerships. So what happened to all the other, 71 of them or 72 of them, right? What happened? I'm talking about situations where stakeholders have promised and gone, no, we're gonna buy your solution. We definitely need it. We're gonna answer you on X day, etc. They've come to me, right? And regardless of that, they just go AWOL or the projects go nowhere. Why? Well, let me tell you, people tend to think that their power is greater than they actually have. So it's not like they're lying. People aren't lying, or in most cases, it has nothing to do with the product you're selling or your delivery of your message. It's just basically people miscalculate the influence that they have in their own organization. Most of the time when you're applying for jobs, people are setting up interviews before they even have budget approved, believe it or not, because they want to be ahead of the curve before their actual budget is established. So you're going to participate in a lot of interviews and they're going to say, yeah, oh, you're brilliant. I'm going to put you in contact with this person. And then you never get a reply again. And then you start trying to self-validate and blame yourself, and maybe it's this, or maybe it's my race, or maybe it's my experience, or maybe it's because I'm too young, or maybe they didn't like my hair. Nothing to do with that. They didn't get the budget approved, or they didn't speak to another stakeholder that was much more powerful than them that already had a candidate in place. So be careful in the way you interpret rejection, because if every single time you get rejected, you're going to blame yourself and you're going to change your strategy, that's going to end up muddling you up and probably taking the value away from who you truly are. So I'm not saying ignore rejection, but just understand when it's time to reassess or when it's just time to move on and find a greener pasture for you to land your opportunity.